Hey y'all, so season 10, episode 12, per my DVR, okay? Love and Marriage Huntsville around here. Little child Martell ain't nobody's friend, okay? Destiny, girl, you can play and you don't even see it. And Nell, why you crying broke and yelling? Girl, Nell needs some therapy. Is she drunk? Anyway, let's get into these things. The first thing that we see is Martell, too tight shirt wearing self, Chris in his good suit wearing self, and Destiny in a cute little hairstyle or whatever. Meeting up, why? Because Martell wants to act like he's an actual builder building a house that Chris can sell and that Destiny can sell. Now Destiny say she's a realtor. Has she sold any houses? I mean, because if you take the realtor test, but you don't sell no houses, are you really working in realty? Okay, okay. Now Chris said, I have no idea about her selling ability. If she sold anything here in Huntsville or in Alabama, I know I can sell houses because I've been selling houses. But again, I guess we hear it. Now Martell, like, look, we know we had some property, either yeah, I think it was some land, okay, that he said he had it while married to Mel, okay, lost it in a divorce slash bankruptcy, but now he wants to get back what he used to have, and he wants to build a 7 bedroom, 7 bathroom, a house with a pool. My bud always call is real here. I don't like to be disappearing on camera on the little thing. But again, 7 bedroom, 7 bathroom house with a pool. He wants us to build it. Say it should be worth over $1 million. Okay, he wants Chris to sell it. He wants Daphne and him to figure out the split on who gonna get what money. I'm like, first of all, first build the house. Okay, build it first and then figure out who gonna. Now my thing is, will Daphne even be wanting to sell houses in a year? Y'all know she changed jobs every season, okay? She was a hair store owner. She had a sinking career, okay? She was selling a body mist slash air freshener. She wants some salon suites at one point. Now she a realtor. She had a Airbnb, not Airbnb child, but she had that warehouse storage unit, storefront that we don't know what happened. Anyway, who knows what she'll be doing in a year? Okay, I'm gonna be. But Martell, like, I just want she wanted to sell the house. I want to help her. She my friend. Bloppy bloppy blue. Okay. They then get into the discussion about Nell versus Tisha at that last event. And Chris, like, look, Nell felt ganged up on. And when I looked at it outside, it did feel like no one had her back. And I thought Destiny would have. Okay. Now, Destiny, I didn't know she felt ganged up on. Did she? Destiny, you blind? She might be blind. Destiny might really be blind. She feel like, well, I don't know. But I hope they get it figured out. Because Nails told me something, and then teacher told me something or whatever. It was a discrepancy. So I told them what the other one said. They was fussing, and I hope they fix it. Meaning, I'm the bone collector. I'm causing all the drama, but I want to be left out of it. Girl, bye. Okay. They then discussed they and Lance, Twan, and Will, because she showed up to the event with Will. Now she's like, look, I am dating around or whatever. And when Martell said, I don't even think based on his conversation that Will really wants a one woman, relationship, because he said he went ahead and quit it. And we do see a flashback scene of Will saying he can't give his love to one woman because he has so much love to give. Oh, he's a whore. Anyway, so Martell said, look, you might be having issues with men because you not giving them no coochie. Okay? You got to give up the cooch. And I said, Martell, has that worked for you? Who said, what man with daughters say, hey girl, that grown woman, you should be fucking all the men. Give some men some cooch. I was like, that's not what anyone should say. And she said, no, I ain't fucking nobody, okay? Unless there's some kind of commitment, you can't get my coochie. Martell, does that work for you? I mean, it doesn't. But again, this was a weird thing. Martell stopped wearing too tight shirts. And he not gonna build that house. I just feel like he not gonna build that house. Okay? Will takes Destiny on a skating date, which gave I'm broke and I don't want to spend no money on you because I'm not getting no coochie, whatever. I hate her outfit. I hate his too tight pants. Taking me on it. And look, I think thoughtful dates It's cool, okay? But she not dressed to go skate in the park. And his pants is real tight. Okay, his squeezing all the life out of his legs and hips and body, okay? But again, I was like, what is y'all doing on this date, y'all outside on the gravel in the ground at the park? So they go on a little date, okay? They're sitting up there chitting and chatting and whatnot, okay? Now, we found out Will has 4 children by 4 women. Okay, he's never been married, which is ain't nothing wrong with that. He's been engaged once, but when she said, "So do you like believe in marriage?" He said, "Well, I know it exists." I said, "Are you a whore? Like, what is going on?" Okay. He then says, in the right situation, I could give a commitment to the right person or people. I said, people. So Will is in like a poly type of thing, meaning he get free dick to whoever. Okay, if you want dick, you can get it. Penis, anyone? My penis is free. And I'm like, Disney, run. Red flag, girl, red flags all up and through, okay? And he then was like, we can go on a second date. She was like, I got some more questions. He then said, I'm an open book, okay? I would never lie to you, but I also would not volunteer the truth. I say anyone who's telling you, I'm not going to tell you the truth. And he clarified that by saying, if you ask me the right question, I'll give you the right answer. Meaning, if you say, what do you do for a living? He'll say, well, I work. He'll then say, you didn't ask me if I was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust anyone who says, you have to ask me the right question to get the right answer, because I'm not going to volunteer the truth. I was like, that means you're a liar. Okay? She then, when Martell had said, that you like to hit it and quit it, he said, oh, he told you that? Really? Y'all cool? She said, yes, my homie. Yeah. He kind of lied and said, oh, I was kind of joking, whatever. I don't know. Maybe, could be, should be, not let me know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, didn't you date some people or whatever? Okay, Lance and Twine. I'm cool with Twine. Oh, you cool with Twine. Oh, okay. Well, we had a little bit to lunch. That's really all that it was or whatever. He then said, yeah, that's how I got 4 kids. On business lunches. I said, girl, the date is over. The date gave, I'm not spending no money. You ain't giving them no cooch. Will was so handsome and we liked him. He was giving advice to Ken. Will is ugly. He has an ugly innerness to him because he said to her, I'm not going to volunteer the truth. Nigga, what? We then see Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and the Moles on a little basketball outing. Okay, it's Will, Ken, and Martell, because I guess they have to put Martell in somewhere, and why not do this? Again, it's whatever. So Will, like, yeah, Martell, why would you tell Destiny? Why would you tell any woman I'm potentially trying to date that I want to hit it and quit it? He said, oh, well, that's my girl. It's my homie. I have to, I've known her since high school. I have to look out for her. Okay? She got divorced. She's dating people or whatever. So I have to tell her what's up. Okay? He said, oh, y'all cool like that? Okay, cool. So I have to be careful what I say around you. Look, Will, you can't be out here being a polygamist, okay, in the polyamory of it all, and then expect someone not to tell their friend you want some coochie, okay? But again, nothing really happened with that or whatever. So he said, look, because you told her that, okay, the date is kind of over. She know the plan at this point in time. Say, ain't nothing up or whatever. I'm saying, look, I wasn't looking for a long-term nothing, okay? More for friendship, okay? I didn't want to hit it and quit it, but I also did not want to get engaged. So, it's kind of over. I think folk think we're a good couple because she cute and I'm cute, okay? But again, it's fine. That's it. Plus, she fucked around with Twan and Lance, and I know them, so I'm kind of done. Will, we don't like you no more. Also, anytime Martell is the voice of reason saying that, Destiny's single, okay? If she wants to date 8, 9 people, as long as she's honest, she's fine. The fact that Twine felt like, oh, well, she wasn't truly honest with me, saying, oh, well, Twine kind of was my bodyguard. Oh, you know him? I kind of dated him. I was like, how are you being dislikable and Martell is being the voice of reason? That show you, Will, get your shit together. Don't let Martell make you look bad. He's the worst. Now, lastly, the Fletchers. Okay, I had to get them all in a group shot because I couldn't get one picture of them all. So we have Lance, Nell, Chris Jr., and then Chris. Okay, Twan, Lance, little girlfriend, friend, little partner. Is it Arkisha? No, Kiara. And then Nell and Chris are the daughters or whatnot. Okay, not either daughter, niece, or whatever. Okay, so the Fletchers are having family dinner around here. Okay, now again, we met Kiara at the Fletcher's event that that Lance brought her to. Okay, with Dusty was there too, and it was kind of weird, because Dusty was there with Will, and Lance brought our Kiara. Okay, so they had the dinner at the house or whatever. Nell, old messy ass, says around Kiara, well, at the house the other day I was watching the babies and I looked outside and there was Destiny outside talking to Lance. I was like, now why you being messy? Now, Kiara was doing the absolute most. Hey, I can call you mama. Oh, I'm gonna come over to dinner next time. Girl, no. Okay, end scene. Go home. Okay, but again, Nell mentioning to around Kiara that Lance was outside talking to Dad. I was like, why would you do that? Now she said, I felt like because Daddy saw him with Kiara, she felt some kind of way. She kind of popped up on whatever. So Kiara asked Lance, well, why didn't you tell me that you was outside my house talking to Destiny? Well, I guess girl, he lying. Okay. Anytime a man came to say, nothing happened. I was outside. She put up. That's what it was. So Lance then say, look, I was leaving or coming. I think he was pulling up in the driveway. I saw a car coming towards me, and I looked, and it was her. Okay, and she told me she was around here, riding around doing a kid route. And we were outside for like 10 minutes talking about what. Once he said, I don't know. How do you not know what you talked about outside for 10 minutes with some lady you used to talk to? He's lying. Okay, lying. I don't remember. Okay, well, she just told me she was doing a little kid route, driving around to make her kid go sleep. I said, first of all, her son is like 8. Not 8. He may be 4 or 5. And then when Chris said, but she don't live nowhere near us. She live way across town. Why would she be driving around our neighborhood to put, I said, because she was lying. Either she lying or Lance, someone's lying. Okay, because I do feel like her child is too old to need to be driven around to go to sleep. Okay, he can run around the house. Where she live at? Is she homeless? I don't know. So Lance say, look, me and her were friends before. Okay, we're friends now, whatever. She do be flirting a little bit and whatnot. There's some chemistry. No offense, baby. No offense, baby. No offense, okay? But I don't be friends with her. Okay, I'm dating you right now. Okay, I mean, we not exclusive. I be busy. I have to fit you in when I can. But you know what I'm saying, when I am like ready to date somebody, like it's gonna be you, girl. And plus, I ain't dating nobody else but you. So I was like, so y'all not exclusive. You not dating anyone else, but you brought her to family dinner. Why am I here? Okay, and scene. So Twan, okay, the god brother, who also liked or dated or whatnot with Destiny, whatever, he say, well, we did go on a date. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. She cool. It was like a business meeting. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just chilling. Twan to me feel like if I needed you to sing, I'll shoot a sing. Destiny, she's pretty, so I don't mind. But we're not dating. She may want to date me. I may want to date her, but right now it's nothing. It's business. And Nell said, "Is she paying you? Cause she not paying you. It's not business. I said, it's true. You can't go out to eat on a date with someone and say, well, it's business. It's not. No, it's not. Leave me alone, okay? So, little Chris, okay, brings up how he was, I guess, recently sleeping in his car. And, like, in his car, like, in a Walmart park, like, he was, because it was bleeping out the store name, but he was sleeping in his car in a store parking lot. I'm like, is he homeless? And when Chris and Nell had brought up that he, at one point, was living at their house recently, and I guess they did not know that he was, like, living in his car. I was like, he in his car? You know, so little Chris says how, you know, because Big Chris said, why did you call us and ask for help? He said, no. I feel sometimes y'all do too much. And because y'all do so much, it makes, me not be able to figure it out myself. So I just wanted to figure it out myself before I even involved y'all. Because sometimes when I do involve y'all hold it over my head, and it's fuss. Oh, he ain't shit. He keep messing up. He keep getting locked up. Well, sir, stop getting locked up. Stop going to jail. Stop being homeless. You got a chain over you homeless? Set a chain, okay? So Nell say, well, at the end of the day, I just wanted to keep you out of jail. I don't want my son in prison. And I said, I want to prevent you from going to the slammer, okay? Big Chris say, well, at the end of the day, we're your parents. It's our job to help because you are our child, okay? Like, do you think we really hold stuff over your head when you make mistakes? Nell then get upset and say, they're not kids. He said, I know, but they are our children. Like, I'm not saying that they are children, but they are our children, okay? Even if they're not babies or whatever, they're parents. So, Big Chris is just saying, I hear you, son. And let me ask if you feel like we, be like, no, don't do da. And he's being logical. I think Nell is drunk. She's had some wine, some drinks. She's getting loud or whatever, and then Lance then say, well, mama, Dad only said like he's asking little Chris a question. Based on what he says, it's a conversation, okay? And then, you ain't the parent? He said, I know I ain't the parent. I know I'm not the parent, okay? But respectfully, Dad was respectfully asking little Chris a question based on what he said and how he felt. What are you doing? But you now trying to blame Dad like go at him. That's weird. Nell why you? Oh, don't do that. Chris can speak up for himself. That's my husband. Don't defend him. I'm like, how the fuck did we get here? And I'm like, why are you tripping this hard, Nell? It's some bullshit. Okay, y'all done stress me out. I'm the only one to do stuff. Y'all, I be loaning y'all money, and I need money. And y'all ain't kids. Nell then say, I'm older. It's stuff I want to do, but I can't because of what I loaned y'all. Do not loan money you can't afford to loan. Also, don't borrow money you can't pay back. But again, Nell is upset because they loaned them kids some money and they ain't paid it back. Sometimes that's what happens with children, okay? But you can't fuss and cuss over what already happened. Y'all, this is the same shit from 2 seasons ago. So now you need therapy. Because she begging on the table. I'm the only one helping. I'm like, you not Chris? Now, Big Chris ain't said much of nothing. And now everybody else is quiet. Because Nell is cussing, fussing, and crying. And I'm tired of this shit. The only person doing something is me. It's only just me. Well, stop doing shit. If you can't afford to loan them money because you need to do shit for yourself, stop loaning your damn children money. Your adult children. If you can't afford it, don't do it. You can never loan someone something and get pissed when they can't pay it back. They didn't have to begin with. Your kid is irresponsible. Stop it. Okay? And that's how I went off. Her cussing and yelling and crying and storming off going to the bathroom. I would never bring a date home. Because my mom was crazy. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all like this video. And then share it. Okay? And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, JayLeesCorner. Okay?